Happy Thursday, everybody. Hi, Kristen. Hi, Akira. Hope you guys are doing well today. Happy Thursday. Ooh, I have the stream on. Let's not get an echo. We don't need an echo. That's better. Alrighty. Got some more Fire Emblem The Last Promise today. Ooh, it's Friday for you. Imagine not living where I live. Why don't you just, like, live where I live? You do live where I live. You're in my walls. Okay. So, where we left off, we're on this defend map. This fella up here has a pair of boots. But killing him does not seem super realistic. So, we might not. See, I definitely want to get over to that village. Or not the village, what do they call these? Ruins? Yeah, ruins. The walls are a different time zone than the rest of my apartment. Fair enough. I think the closets might have just moved back to my time zone, though. Which is good. It was very inconvenient walking into the closet and being in a European time zone. You guys got jabbies? One of you does. We're giving Kevin his chance to shine here. And of course, we will be favoring my baby boy, Corbin. My beloved. Why did I think that he couldn't walk over there? I guess I must have thought there were two thickets, but there are not two thickets. Hi, Funhow. I don't care what it takes. Find the rebels. Your orders are to crush them the moment they're sighted. Hope you're doing well today, Funhow. You some sort of traveler? You shouldn't be here. These ruins aren't your typical ruins. The ether in the air here is extremely concentrated. It's like poison to most people. You should leave. Ba-da-da-dum. Okay, I mean, I'm glad I got a killing edge out of it. Yes, Kevin! Be tanky! Oh, is this a PRF bow? I can't tell if this is actually PRF. Seems like it should. I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't have another archer. It seems like it should be, but it doesn't technically say that. Game audio is too quiet. Thank you for telling me. I will increase it. Let's try it up here. Hopefully that's a little better. I do love me some Wolf and Sedgar. I'm gonna go here so that this guy will attack me from not the forest. I mean, or he'll go over and attack Inanna is a possibility. That would be fine too. Hell yeah! I do think it's funny that this game sometimes uses, like, houses and villages as, like, set dressing instead of actual places you can enter. The cosplay is going fine. I took my measurements last night and ordered a few things. So hopefully those will come in soon. It's probably going to be at least a couple weeks, would be my guess. Because, you know, I have the things fitted to my measurements, so, you know, they have to make them. This guy's got a killer lance. Okay. Fancy pants over here. Honestly, I'm also looking forward to the cosplay. I think it's going to be fun. I can't wait to wow you guys with my my beautiful looks. When do we get a Hydra party member? I mean, hopefully soon. You know, maybe someday. I feel like I haven't had Sean do much in a while. Is he getting underleveled? Probably is. But you know what? He's level 9. Or was he 8? He's level 8. Yeah, he's the same level as Corbin. He's fine. Yeah, I take it back. He's doing great. Okay, these guys have 3 speed and do 11 attack. Resistance is not good. They both attacked him, he would take 16. Ooh, more than that, because this one be 8. He would take 20 if they both hit him. It's too much. I don't want him to take 20. Means I may have him back off here and bring in Siegfried. I know, I have to be careful about inventory. I'm so not used to not having a convoy all the time. Speaking of which, I need to use some of these stat boosters. Here, I'm gonna show Corbin some favoritism and give him this dragon shield because Corbin is bae. Corbin is my little squishy that we must protect. Hey Yogesh, what's up? How's it going? Ooh, we love a Twitch dodge animation. Siegfried disgusts me. These level ups are too good. No one man should have so much power. Yeah, honestly, this ROM hack is convincing me that maybe Merlinus is a top tier unit. I'm gonna have to drop an elixir, aren't I? Or did the other one have the elixir? Oh, my javelin broke, so I won't have to drop the elixir. Ho ho ho! Calculated, I promise. Hi, Blend Coco. How are you doing today? It's true, I am promising all over the internet, but for the last time. No more promises after this one. Ooh, you've been working on a lot of art assets lately? Have you posted any of them? I've seen some of the commission stuff you've done on Twitter, but I don't think I saw any game assets recently. By the way, if you guys want to see some cool art, Blind Coco posts a lot of cool fan art. A lot of commissions. And game assets, sometimes. You're working on a lot of the promoted designs, so you're keeping them on the down low. Ooh, that's fair. I'm excited to see them. Do you guys have a, like, a release window? I don't remember if you had one on Steam or not. You remember me saying I was playing Honkai Star Rail, how far in am I? I'm doing the missions with Sela right now in the mine. Or the mining community, not in the mine. Hi, Mail. Hope you're doing well tonight. But yeah, I haven't been playing a ton of Honkai. But I got my first 5-star today, so I was excited about that. Aiming for late 2023, but maybe early 2024. That's exciting. That's really exciting, actually. Well, I look forward to playing it. These hit rates bring great fear. I don't know what you mean. These hit rates are great. I've been playing, you know, I was playing Sacred Stone 0% growth, so any hit rate above like a 60 has me in a happy mood at the moment. Okay, gotta be a little careful because there's javelins afoot. These guys... Okay. These guys do 11. Oh, so they're actually going to do nothing to Arthur, right? Only the javelin guys are a worry for him. They have 11 attack with a javelin. His defense is 4. He should be fine. Look at me doing math. I also don't really know what to expect from this game, Mail. I've heard a lot about it. But I haven't played it except for the one episode I did on it already. Hi, phones. Yes, I agree. Supports were a huge deal in 0% Sacred Stones. Especially when I was, like, relying on, like, a Garrick crit for the last boss. Very helpful. It is going good. How are you doing? This is just what this map is. Just calves and shamans for 12 turns. Just, I just want to break all my javelins, huh? Well, maybe I can use this as an opportunity to get Anana a little experience. give him a lance. Calves and shamans for 12 turns and then 3 generals. Alright, at least we get 3 generals eventually. But yeah, you definitely wanna... I definitely get wanting to avoid 3-tile chokes. Certainly one of the more powerful terrain features in Fire Emblem map design. Okay, you do 9. You do 7, so yeah, this is fine. Alright, it'd be nice if you could hit, though, in on, lists. Old ROM hack design. I will say, I thought the other maps have been mostly okay. And to be fair, this is an optional. This is an optional map. I didn't have to play it. You go, Siegfried. Does everyone's stats suck other than Siegfried? They don't suck, but Siegfried's are pretty disgusting. Yeah, this also does continue the trend of, I'm pretty low on defense maps in Fire Emblem in general. I think there's only been a handful of really good defense maps in the entire franchise. I know that's like hot takes of, 2006, but... Hey, you go, Inanna. Maybe you can have these guys come out and try to do something. I would like to get some experience on anyone other than Sieg. I guess it's not a big deal. It's an optional chapter, so it's not like they're really falling behind, but... I think some flyers from behind would have been cool. You could have also done, like... this could have been a real village, and you could have put it, like, back here. That way there's some incentive to push out a bit. Instead, I sit. See, I think Elincia... Okay, Elincia's Gambit is, an interesting one, where... I don't actually think the map Elincia's Gambit is that good, because I feel like you just kind of... hi, Night Night. Not bad, but not worthy either. Not worthy of me coming there and impaling myself, that is. So here are my opinions on those particular maps. Elincia's Gambit, I think, is narratively really cool, but I feel like functionally it just plays out like a bit of a... Either you two-turn it with horror, or it's like a bit of an end-turn simulator. But it feels really epic, so I'm not gonna say it's like a bad map, but like... I don't think the way that it plays is actually that exciting. The Nils defense map I think is cool, but I don't think like you really play it like a defense map, you know? Like, I feel like the Nils defense map I have pretty consistently always ended by killing the boss. Pretty rarely do I actually, like, win that map by the defense condition. But I do like that map. I just don't like the defense aspect of it so much. Or at least I don't feel like I'm, like, doing the defense aspect of it so much. But I do agree that the map itself is fun. I like that one. Fell or Divine Dragons? I mean, the Fell Dragons are mostly big meanies. I feel like the only cool one is Nell. Okay, let's see. 12 for resistance of 1. So he would take 11 from this guy, 12 from this guy. Yeah, no real need to take a risk there. Yeah, I guess there are kind of only Fell Dragons. With, like, one exception, right? I mean, Lumera is a Divine Dragon. Okay, so I think those are good maps. I do agree that, like, the Nils defense map is a good map. But, like, I feel like the best defense maps... Like, you could... That map doesn't have to be a defense map, right? Like, you could change that map to kill boss, and it doesn't really change. Whereas, like, I think... obviously, I'm beating a dead horse here. I've talked about this before. But, like, Conquest 10 is, like, a defense map, right? Like, I feel like I'm defending the point. The enemy AI will sometimes ignore attacking you to, like, rush for the defend point. Like, if you change that map to kill boss, it changes completely. Did you have to get the 5% crit, Siegfried? I actually would have rather you didn't in this instance. The Denning map is pretty cool. I think the Denning map is a good defense map. Yeah, I don't really have any complaints about that one. Yeah, but what I do think that, like, a map like Elincia's Gambit, and I think this is something defense maps can be good for. Oh, you're about to play Conquest 10? You are in for a treat, my friend. I love Conquest 10. Sorry, I lost my train of thought there for a second. Let me reacquire it. I think what defense maps can be good for is, like, in Elincia's Gambit, it allows you to, like, put a bunch of enemies on the map without being, like, without making it an annoying route map, right? So I think that, like, defense maps are great when you want a map to feel, like, sufficiently epic. Like, it's time for a big battle. You want to put a ton of enemies on a map and have it kind of work. I think defense maps are good for that. Hi, Atath. Your favorite defense map is Vistaria Saga 1, Chapter 14. I need to play the Saga games. What about killing 10 to 15 tents? As an objective? I don't know, it depends where the tents are. Oh, or do you mean the map where you're burning them? The supplies? I remember that map being okay, but it's been a while. I haven't played Radiant Dawn that many times. Guys, I think we're gonna survive. I think we can do it. Here, we can give Corbin a kill this time. Oh, VQ has the tent map. Okay. Alright, not the best 3 stats you could have leveled up, but I mean, I guess 3 stats is 3 stats. Can't complain about it too much. Oh, I maybe shouldn't have done that. I mean, it's fine if I kill this guy. Oh, you can save every 5 turns in Vistaria? That's kind of interesting. I kind of like... I wish they did these again after the DS games. I always kind of liked the save tiles in Shadow Dragon. I thought them creating, like, mini checkpoints was kind of cool. Especially because you could, like, decide when to activate them, so... It's like you had little checkpoints, but only when you decided you wanted them. Yeah, I need to play more ROM hacks. I'm thinking Saturday might be a ROM hack day for a while. We'll get through this one and then we'll try a different one. It'll be fun. I like that there's a random arena on this map. It's kind of funny. We'll park him here. Move these guys to a safe distance. Yeah. Or like another defense map that feels really epic, but I don't actually think the map is that good, is the first one in FE5. Like, I feel like it feels really cool because so many things happen and there's so many enemies, but like, you just end your turn in the city and you're fine. And there's like one side objective, but it's not that important. Now that Sieg stole all the EXP, want to train the others for a turn or two? Look, it's not theft. We are investing in Siegfried. He's a growth unit. I also feel like... Do people really use arenas? Like, I know that, like, casually people will use arenas sometimes, or, like, when people are trying to do silly things, they'll arena abuse sometimes, but I feel like arenas don't see a ton of use in GBA Emblem. Exactly. You choke the points, you warp the house if you want to, and then you're done with the map. Hey, we gave Kevin some experience at the beginning of this map. That's got to count for something. I think Inanna gained a level. Although I will say, I do think if you want to include arenas in GBA maps, including them on maps with a turn limit is a good idea. The Terror of the Forest ROM hack. The game with no mounted units because you're bandits. Oh, that's kind of fun. Also, hi, Odd Panda. Ba-da-da-da! Goodbye, Boots. Tisk. They're pretty tough for a bunch of scumbags. If we stay here any longer, we risk getting into a fight with the nomads. Then, retreat for now. We're not fighting any longer. I hope there's a armory on the next map. We're getting kind of tight on resources here. I think I'm out of javelins. Hey, I see one store. Damn it, they've got this place under tight control. Commander Siegfried, according to some villagers from a nearby hovel, there's a thief near Sarc who lends her services like a mercenary would. Perhaps we could find her and just open up the gate. I'd rather not get civilians into this conflict storm. Besides, I bet some of the guards have keys. We could take them out and open the gate that way. Well, what matters is liberating Sarc from Magnus, correct? How we go about that is ultimately your decision. I'm just throwing out an option for you. Yes, thank you. I'll keep it in mind. I just hope that if it comes to that, the girl you speak of is still around. Father? I don't think we've the time to seek out anyone just yet. The soldiers in town look ready to attack us. And so they are. Doesn't look like the civilians are out. I don't like fighting in cities, but we'll just have to make this quick. Let's prepare for battle. But I'm just saying we could conscript civilians. True. Commander, the division you sent is about to engage the enemy. Good. Ugh. Instruct the main guard to advance immediately. Pardon me, but won't that be a bit risky? If we lose the main guard, then... Ugh. While fighting with the main guard, the rebels will become weak and tired. Then the mercenaries I hired will come from behind and finish them off. Next time, don't question me, so I don't have to explain. Now give the order already, eh? Right away, sir. That was nice of them to explain what's going to happen. Well, as of this battle, I think my joining this group is pretty official, right? After all, it's Chief's orders. There will be no turning back. I'm giving this everything I've got. And that's okay with you, right, Commander Siegfried? Of course. I'd expect nothing less from one of Chief Haas's finest men. Ooh, this track. Song's kinda hopping. Okay, she can do 6, but twice. That kill wasn't for you, Sean. I know you want to impress your dad, but that kill wasn't for you. He's hungry. You're right. But I don't want him to be fed. He must continue to starve so that others may eat. Oh, speaking of which, I don't know why I said speaking of which. It has nothing to do with what I just spoke of, but let me check if there is a guided requirement. Nope. Hi, Brooks. Yeah, Siegfried seems like a pretty tough guy to impress. Kind of it seems like a bit of a hard ass. You guys have 12, 13, 12. 6 you would take. 7, 14. I think you would take 22 if you got hit by everyone. Right, because it would be 12 minus 6 plus 1. Yeah. Although we could just have you fight the axe dudes instead. That might be wiser. No, Corbin! Okay, but you'll get him on the double, right? Yeah, baby. There we go, Corbin. Yeah, this map theme's a banger. Hi, Sequitur. No, Corbin does not have any L's. I love him. But yeah, Brooks, Sequitur, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing well. Do you have a Jav? No. Do you have a Jav? No. Do you? Yes, you do. Interesting. Alright, here, I'm gonna explain the Corbin hype in a moment. What guide am I using? I am using the guide that Sequitur here sent me. I don't know who made it. It is a Google Doc. Actually, I was gonna explain why I like Corbin so much, but Phone's actually pretty much just wrapped it up. GBA, Cavalier, Funky Earring. That's about it. I don't know, I just like his vibe. We gotta go shopping this map for sure. That's all you need to be a cool GBA unit. Look, I'm very easily pleased when it comes to Fire Emblem units, okay? If you have, like, a cool sprite and a cool class, what else do I need? Okay, I mean, at least it was a speed level. If you're only gonna level 2 stats... Ooh, excuse me, I'm dying. At least one of them is speed. Ooh, this is a cool sprite. Speaking of cool sprites. Wait, is this the... No, you're not the person that has the support with Kellic. Okay. Come with me now. Oh, he does have the support, but only after recruited? Interesting. Because Kellic, when he was a green unit, had a support with a guy. Or maybe a lady. I don't remember what the character's name was. Or an envy. Hey, you there. You look kinda sus. Are you a Mogus? What? That's not very polite. And I'm more of a mercenary with nimble hands. Ah, well, we need someone like you at the moment. To be honest, we heard a rumor of a female thief, but anyone will do. That's kinda sudden. What do you want from me? Yeah, I'm also doubtful that there's LGBTQ supports or characters in this FE hack from 2007, but you never know. I'm the leader of the rebellion. Have you heard of it? Actually, yeah, I have. Ugh, maybe this will be a way to spend some time. I'm guessing you want to open that front gate, right? That's the one. We're trying to take out that Magnian leader there and liberate the city. Alright, alright. I'll take it out. By the way, have you seen a couple swordsmen walking around? I'm supposed to meet with a couple mercenaries here. I'm sorry, but we haven't seen anything like that yet. We only just got here. Damn. Hopefully they'll come soon. Anyways, I'm called Altharez. You're Sieg, right? The name's Siegfried. I'm glad we found you, Altharez. Altharez says something cool about him. Check his crit rate. Okay. Okay, he's got 13 crit on an iron sword. That's quite good. Is he just getting a natural plus 10? Does he get plus 10 crit? Or 15 crit even, maybe? Is he just getting the Swordmaster bonus? That's kind of cool. Can he promote? Did they put a fell contract or an ocean seal in this game? Ooh, he can promote. Nice. Maybe I'll try to promote him then. We'll see. Someone just really liked the thief spin move. To be fair, they are correct. The thief spin move is cool. Well, way to go, Storm. Good level up for you. Now we gotta go shopping. Oh wait, I gotta hold up. How many slots do you have? 2. I forgot, I can't just like buy whatever I want and send it to the convoy. Alright, I definitely need some more javelins. That is without a doubt the case. He's the only unit that can steal. Yeah, I guess it is good that he keeps that on promotion then. There's a local mercenary here who does the services of a thief. Unfortunately, she isn't here right now, so she can't open the gate. Maybe someone else will show up to help. But just in case that doesn't happen, go ahead and take this. Ah, the don't soft lock yourself door key. Why did I... Okay, I'm glad it's just a door key, so I don't care about dropping it too much. But I really should have checked that before I went to the village. That would have been wise. Yeah, I will say, to be fair, if I was at risk of soft locking, And I didn't. And I dropped the door key at a certain point. At a certain point, I think it becomes my fault, you know? Ooh, Kevin can do some shopping for us. He's got 4 inventory slots. The little rascal. Alright, see you later, Akira. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4 units that need javelins. Pick up an iron sword and an iron lance too. Well, right, I was saying they give you the door key, I assume, in case you fail to recruit Altharez for some reason. Oh yeah. Streamlabs just posted the link to the Discord. We have a Discord. You want to hang out and talk about Fire Emblem. And Xenoblade. We talk about Xenoblade a fair amount too. How would you get the thief killed? I don't know. I'm not saying you should get the thief killed, but like, I assume that's why they give you the door key, because, I mean, even the person said, like, in case, you know, nobody shows up to help. So I assume they're saying, like, in case you don't get the thief, here's a way to open doors. You get more points if you're typing. But you don't have to. You get points just for lurking. There's a battle here? Oh no, I have to tell Mom. You can have this. It should make you feel better. Oh, nice. Lurking is definitely suboptimal for point gain. But you do get points for it. What? The rebellion has come to Sarc? Oh, how glad I am. We're all in full support of the rebellion. Please help us, and watch your back. Actually, if you use this little rune in the... Oh, it's gonna be an iron rune! You might be able to stop people from chasing your back at all. Please, go ahead and take it. Or a light rune. It's a light rune in this game. Soren! Soren is so goated, to be honest. Ooh, there's that Corbin crit that I crave.
Is that enough?
I should be blushing at Corbin. Or... Oh god. Hold up. Hold up! In trying to blush, I have killed my Visual Boy Advance. No, you didn't break it, I broke it. Hold up. Let me get it back on stream. Why doesn't it want to show the thing? Hold on. Hold on. We may have to do this the scuffed way if Oh, there we go, there we go. We don't have to do it the scuffed way. Beautiful. There we go. Let me explain what I just did there, so you guys can understand how I caused that disaster. When I want to change the expressions on the lizard, there's like a keyboard shortcut. I do Alt and then a number. And for the blush, it's 4. It's Alt 4. But for whatever reason in my brain, I was like, I need to do Alt F4. Which, as any of you that have used computers know, does something a little different. Excuse me. Let's go, Corbin. Now that you have a javelin again. Woohoo! Use the piercing sword in case those knights come at us next. You smell death? I sure hope not. It is not what I intend to be cooking. I'm gonna even buy a couple more javelins. You know why? Because we really like javelins. I think at some point I will probably just make the plunge and get a stream deck. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Let's see, your attack is 18. Okay, so it's not ideal that he's gonna get hit, but it's not the end of the world either. Yeah, I mean, I can, like, afford a stream deck. I just haven't gotten around to buying one and setting it up yet. Well, I feel like the DIY alternatives would be similarly expensive for me, because, like, I don't have a tablet. So I would still have to buy something to be the stream deck. I like tinkering with Raspberry Pis and stuff. Maybe I could set one up for that, but I also don't have, like, as much time as I would like to mess around with things. Oh no! You did smell a death. That's on me. I didn't check. I did not check. F in chat. That's right, that's how we learn, right? You know, I feel like Thief combat is a bit of a mixed bag in GBA Emblem. Like, I think legitimately, In 6, you have what's his name, whose combat isn't bad. I know, very helpful, right? Hyasui, that is the first death this run. Yeah, Astor's combat is fine. Legault can, like, I mean, I'm not gonna say his combat is good, but it's not, like, useless. You could do some combat with him if you want when he joins. Obviously Matthew. Matthew can maybe do some things in the early game just because he can dodge axe users. Obviously none of these units have great combat, but it's not like a disaster. And then FE8 is FE8, so, like, if you want to make Colm a combat unit in FE8, I mean, you can. Maybe you shouldn't, but you can. Well, yeah, I mean, if Matthew dies, you probably reset. In an Iron Man, you don't want to use him for combat, for sure. I was doing a Sacred Stones draft recently. And I did not draft Colm. So I didn't have a thief because I was like, whatever, you can buy keys in Sacred Stones, right? So I was like not stressing about it. I was like, I'll just buy the keys I need, and that's fine. Oh, way to go, Arthur. And I also had Vanessa. Vanessa was I was the wheel pick, so I had like 2 in a row, and I picked Vanessa and some other good unit. I forget who the other one was. It's not important. What's important is I had Vanessa and I did not have Colm. So I got to the chapter right before the route split. And there's an Elysian Whip in that chapter. And I was excited about it because I was like, great, I'll promote Vanessa. We're going to be in business. And I was thinking like, oh, I'll just have the thief open the chest and then I'll kill the thief, right? The one thief that spawns on that map is programmed not to open chests. He just tries to kill you. So there's your Sacred Stones fun fact for the day. Fortunately, I had 1 chest key in the convoy, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna miss... Oh, I think there's an angelic robe. So I was like, I'm gonna miss the angelic robe, but at least I'll get my promotion item. And it wasn't like I could really wait on it either, because I also had Cormag, so I was like, I really don't want to, like, wait to promote her until the next... Elysian Whip, because, like, that means one of them is not getting promoted until chapter 15, so... But fortunately, I did have 1 chest key. Yeah, letting mages choose between knives and staves was pretty funny. Although, I wonder if they, like, actually thought that was, like, a real choice, or if they were just like, this would be a fun thing to let players choose to do if they want. Two strength, that is a bless, Soren. Because I do think that, like, sometimes when people talk about, like, why are things in the game, I think the answer is sometimes just because they're fun. Like, you know, and I'm guilty of this too, like, talking about, like, oh, what do we need to do to, like, fix Armor Knights, right? That's a common subject. I feel like Armor Knights are to an extent there because new and casual players like them. Like, it's not actually important that Armor Knights be good, right? Or top tier, as long as there's a group of players that enjoy using them. Baruka has missed a 90% and an 88% on this defend map. No, I like Baruka. Yeah, point being, I think there can be reason. What, didn't I just... Oh, Arthur was the one that was supposed to go shopping, not you. I think sometimes these things, like, are... It's like, not important that these things are bad, sometimes. How many promised have I gotten to? The last one. We're at the last promise. Ba-da-da-dum. You like what skills patches did to them in the ROM hacking? Oh, they gave them crit. That's kind of cool. Ugh! I'll move the mouse cursor. Sorry, sometimes I don't notice it's there. But if you point it out, I will move it, because I agree that it is annoying if the mouse is in the middle of the screen. Plus, it shatters the illusion that I'm playing this ROM hack on original hardware. That's what you guys all thought until that moment, right? I have a newfound appreciation for Saleh since this, Soren! Hi, Danny! Since this, 0% growth run, though. Saleh was huge in 0%. Inanna, you never fail to disappoint, Inanna. I'm really trying to get you to use this Elysian Whip, but oh my god. Maybe okay. Okay, Storm did it. I was gonna say, maybe this soldier is just cracked. Oh, I have the... Hold up. You're gonna get your hectorcopter for free, because I forgot to... Ooh, or is it under repair? Let me see. Yeah, you're gonna get your hectorcopter for free. Because I turned off the hectorcopter redeem for the charity stream, and I have not turned it back on yet. So you get it for free. Honestly, I have to say, if any of you have ever, like, considered trying a 0% growth run, you should. It's not as hard as I expected. I thought it would be way harder than it actually was. Not that it was, like, easy. I mean, obviously, it's, you know, it was tricky. But, I thought it would be more difficult than it was. Yeah, I'm sure some games are harder than others. But Sacred Stones, pretty manageable. There were a few very tricky chapters. Interestingly, though, I think one of the hardest chapters... Oh, I haven't read this one yet. We've heard about you. We'll close our gates. Please take this. It's a spear crafted by a local blacksmith. It's a spear meant to fight axe users with. Take it. Okay. They trick me with these houses. You can get items from all the houses in this game. Yeah, I mean, so if 0% doesn't sound fun to you, then you probably won't enjoy it. But, like, if it does sound kind of interesting, like, if anyone's not doing one because they think it's, like, going to be too hard, you could probably do it. But interestingly, some of the hard chapters were not the ones I was expecting. Like, I was expecting the hardest chapters to be, like, the last 5. Because I was like, okay, in the early game, Seth is still going to be pretty cracked, right? And in the late game, like, Sacred Stones isn't quite like FE7, where they just throw a bunch of broken pre-promotes at you. Like, you do just stop getting units in FE8 eventually. So I thought that would make the end really hard. But the thing is, Garrick can still get all of the standard warp skips. The only tricky one was the last map, because I needed to, like, get a crit on Leon, and to make that reliable, I needed supports, so I couldn't really warp skip it. One of the harder ones was actually Erica Route Chapter 9, which I had not anticipated being one of the more difficult maps in the run, but it was. When am I gonna do maddening 0% growths 3 houses? I don't know if that one would be bad or not, because you get so many stat boosters in 3 houses. And there's so many, like, things that aren't stats that matter. Like, you're still gonna get your gambits and your combat arts. And, like, anything that comes from your class, right? So I don't know. I don't know how hard that would be. I mean, I'm sure it would be hard, but I'm not sure how hard it would be relative to other 0% growth runs. Yeah, so Distant Blade is, like, normally kind of a tricky map, but I was thinking, like, I didn't think it would be that much harder on 0% growths, but there were 2 things that made it fairly tricky. One, you actually have to move a turn faster to get to the Draco Shield village, because Seth can't one-shot the pirate. So you need to get their turn earlier because he needs 2 turns to kill him. And the sniper is a much bigger headache in 0% growths than normal. Okay, we're not going to get horse slayered this time. I've learned my lesson. I've reflected, and I will do better. Well, Pokemon players are crazy. Pokemon players do all sorts of challenge runs. Maybe one of these days I'll play some Pokemon Fusion. I think that looks pretty fun. I think the hardest challenge to get through for a seasoned Fire Emblem player would be 3 houses on normal mode, new game plus no skipping. I have to see, I heard there was a mod for 3 houses that kind of streamlines a lot of the monastery stuff. And I'm considering, like, trying another run of 3 houses with it, because I think that that would make it a lot more replayable for me. Let's go, Kevin, with your 4 javelins. They are not ready for your 4 javelins. Yeah, it is a little tricky because, to be honest, so for the first 2 playthroughs, and I know most people get tired of it a little sooner than me, but for the first 2 playthroughs or so, I actually like the monastery. Also, hi Ulta, I hope you're doing well today. Time for the mercenaries, eh? They'll be surprised, eh? I think the monastery's cool on the first playthrough or 2, where you're, like, seeing unique dialogue every time, and you're, like, you know, getting to know these characters in perhaps a bit more of a deep way than you do in most Fire Emblems. But then on the second or third playthrough, that is kind of gone, right? Like, you've already seen it. And then I'm like, okay, now I'm just doing all of the chores between every map. It would also help if you only had to do it once between maps. Like, if you just had to do it once, I think it would not bother people as much. Yeah, so it is a little tough that I think when people are, I know, like, a lot of people when they talk about 3 houses are just like, oh, the monastery was a mistake. I actually disagree. I think that game would be less popular if there weren't a monastery. The mistake was not letting you skip it on replay. When doing a Nuzlocke, do I rare candy my mon or grind them? I've only done a couple Nuzlocks, and I usually do, like, I don't know, I'll do, like, a little grinding, but not a ton. Depending on, like, if I feel like my party can handle the gym or not. I am not a, I'm not, like, a big Pokemon big brain genius. I play it pretty casually. Don't sell yourself short, you're our genius. Well, I'm glad that you think so, but I'm gonna be honest. If I'm your genius, find a better genius, because I'm a lizard. I have a lizard brain. I don't know if you guys know this. Those of you that don't have lizards probably don't know this. Lizards are really stupid. And I mean that in the most endearing way possible. Yeah, I do need to be a little bit more vigilant about checking weapons in this game. They throw a lot more effective weapons and, like, random killer weapons at you than I'm used to from GBA FE. So I need to be more aware of that. So here's the thing with the Lizard Redeem. I have to figure out how to make it work. Because the problem is I have my camera, right? And it's like a web app. I go to a web app, I can throw it up on the stream, and that's like what you're looking at when I'm on the BRB screen or whatever. But whenever I'm tabbed off of the camera, it pauses itself. So like if I throw it up on the screen now, it will tab out while I'm like playing the video game. And I need to figure out how to fix that. That being said, I'm going to show them to you now for a little bit, because I kind of got to go to the bathroom. So I'm going to show you the lizard for a little bit while I do that. I will be right back. Hello. How's it going, guys? Lizard didn't want to be seen. Did he go back in his house? I wasn't looking. So the unfortunate thing for you guys is I feel like on most days he goes back in his house somewhere around between 5 and 7 o'clock. And then he usually doesn't come out again until the next day. But I stream at 6. So it's like 50-50 whether he's out of the house or not. I think this time I gave you a past feed. I think you were looking at him at like 5:30 because he was in his house when I started the stream. So I was like, I'll show you the old feed so you guys can see him a bit. You guys don't have anything droppable, I assume, right? No. It's like, sometimes this game... I didn't think so, but sometimes this game surprises me. Okay, let's not chance that. Curious to see how everybody performs here. Sure. Bah! Those mercenaries were worthless. We must hold out. Ooh, what are my opinions on dinosaurs? Dinosaurs are dope. Do I have a favorite? You know, I always thought pterodactyls were pretty cool. Pterodactyls and what are brachiosauruses? Are those the big tall ones? Did we sell the red gem? We sold a gem. No, we still have the red gem. We sold the blue gem. The lizard was hiding because he does not wish to be perceived by people that have not yet liked the stream. True. Okay, so I mean, we have a consistent boss kill. We might as well farm a little EXP here. Why not? Yeah, I like the tall dinosaurs. Those ones ate plants too. I think they ate plants and I relate to that. Because I too eat my plants. Imagine dealing no damage. Like a chump. Yeah, I think reptiles are very cool. I'm a big fan.
Is that enough? I'm just embarrassed.
I think I'm already blushing. Yeah. It's true, it's not enough to touch grass. You must become one with the grass. Okay, Anana, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. How strong. Yeah, very nice level for Anana. Now, Shuda, you get a good level too. Shuda! And I don't even like your mercenary trip that much. That was difficult. Altheras, you really helped us out there. I mean, we could have just used a door key. It was nothing, really. Kill every last one of them! Angry lizard. Oh yeah, I suppose this is where we depart, huh? Maybe, or maybe not. I took care of my business just now while you two were wrapping things up with the battle around here. You mean you found those mercenaries you mentioned? Yeah, we talked for a minute and they left. Anyway, would you care to keep my services for further use? This one's free of charge if you consent. Leader's orders. Well, your skills are undoubtedly useful, so welcome to the rebellion, Althares. Well, that was quick. Nice to be here, Commander Sieg. He has drip, he has the funky cloth on his head here. When we start the next map, we'll do a little drip review. Welcome to Sarc, Sir Siegfried. It is a blessing that you've saved us from these soldiers. Is there anything we can do in return? You don't have to help us, kind man. Now that Magnus's last base in hellyeah is gone, we can continue to Valencia. That eases our hearts. All of Sarc had pledged support to the rebels since we heard of your existence. You should at least stay the night. Alright, we'll make camp around the walls. Will that work? No, that won't do. We've several empty rooms at the town hall. You and your soldiers can stay there. We'll provide any provisions we can offer you. Thank you, sir. To be honest, we're low on food and sleep both, and it's hurting us. This will aid us greatly. I'm glad. Sarc is more than happy to help the rebels in any way possible. Can you supply us with javelins? Father, you seem worried. What's wrong? It's nothing, Sean. Stop lying, Father. Your eyes quiver when you lie, like right now. You're a smart boy, Sean. Thanks, I guess. We're going to Hellyeah first, right? Yeah. We'll be attacking Hellyeah Castle and then hopefully use it as a foothold to take the rest of Valencia. Since we're coming from the north, we should be able to make it there rather quickly and without encountering the other territories, I'd think. Alright, but then what's the problem? Well, the rebellion is building up more and more every day. We gained several new recruits from Sarc, and the greater we become, the more dangerous it is. So if it gets too dangerous, I want you to run, as far as you can. What? Father, don't talk that way. A father is supposed to protect his son, even to the death. I don't say this as your commander, but as a parent. Son, do you remember your mother? Dad, you've asked me this several times already. All I remember is that her hair is blonde, like mine. Yes, that's right. She was a beautiful woman. If she were still around, I don't know what she'd think of what I'm doing, honestly. Ah. Father, are you ever gonna tell me how Mom died? Sean, she died of an illness. You told me that, but what kind of illness? Now's not the time for that, Sean. We have things to do. We have to prepare. The battle to pass through Valencia will be our toughest one yet. But one day, I'll tell you everything. Brawl on the plains, baby. We're going to the plains. Father, we're approaching the border. We'll be in Blaine before nightfall. Of course, the real destination is Valencia, past Focal Mountain. Ah, Valencia. So many memories that land holds. It's hard to believe it was only 10 years ago I was fleeing it half alive. I just hope things don't end up in a repeat of the last time I fought there. Father. Enemies. It's the border watch. Stay still and out of sight. Alright. There they are. Are Taus's horsemen ready? Yes, Captain Seagram. The rest of the tribe will be fighting alongside us. Furthermore, we have Lorraine guarding the passage through the Focal Mountains. Should we be defeated and forced to retreat, they will. We will not be defeated. We will not retreat. What's more important, our honor or our lives? I'm gonna be honest, I would say my life most of the time. I would rather keep both and annihilate this rebellion. Yeah, Captain Seagram. Orders, sir? Have the Athenians attack first. They'll prove good bait. Then, we Hellyeah knights can attack while our enemy is preoccupied with our distraction. How honorable. Won't Count Pellinor be glad to minimize our casualties like so? Of course, sir. Who should lead the attack with the Athenians? Let their leader command his men himself. The real chief of Taus was killed by his own tribe, and now nothing but some brute warrior leads his little savages in battle. And those Athenians are stubborn as mules and dense as rocks. This guy's kind of racist. Even if we gave them orders, they wouldn't even understand. However, they shall make a perfect shield. When we charge, ensure they are all in front of our soldiers. Sir. Yeah, this guy's like, we have to have honor, and then he's like, but we're gonna use the people of the plains as bait, and we're gonna be behind them, and that's very brave and honorable of us. Quiet! I am Sigram, Blood Knight of hellyeah. Would you doubt my strategy? Never, Captain. It didn't even cross my mind. My voice just faded out of adoration for another one of your brilliant strategies. Good. Otherwise, I'd have to kill you myself. Count Pellinor doesn't accept those who doubt. I swear by my sword, will not be defeated. This guy must be English. Who are the soldiers? They don't look like Magnians we fought before. Nah, their horses are different, and they're not wearing armor. No, it can't be. The Taos warriors are here? We have to warn Siegfried. Hi, Patrick. Sir Siegfried, we have trouble up ahead. What is it? Storm and I were scouting out a path ahead, and we noticed a Magnian regiment. But the Magnians had some of them Taos nomads fighting alongside of them. Why are the Taos here? If anything, the remnants of their tribe should be fighting Chief Haas. I know they're large in number, but this is uncalled for. Perhaps they think that they can win with Magnus's help. Not only that, but there's been something that's bothering me. I think the nomads have poisoned some of their weapons. I could smell it, even from a distance. Well, we'll have to do our best not to get hit. Let's just finish this quick. Everyone battle formation. Just don't get hit, forehead. Alright, we're gonna do the drip review now. Is there a reason my up and down buttons are behaving in this manner? This is like, I tap down and it goes up and down like 8 people. Hold up. Let me see if I can fix that. We're gonna make a save state. We're gonna reset. Alright, it appears to only be doing that on the pick unit screen, so maybe it's fine. Alright, we're gonna do the drip review, though. Siegfried. He's got some decent drip. I like his armor. I like his little, like, cloth thing coming out from his neck. I almost want to say it's an ascot, but we can't quite see the whole thing. But I'm not that excited by his drip. The bib is nice. His hair is okay. I'm going to give him a B-. No, a C+. He's above average, but not by that much to me. Sean. This guy just gets a C. I think he's a little less interesting than Siegfried. I like his blonde hair a little bit. But that's only enough for a C for me. Corbin. Here we go, baby. I like the black hair. He's got the ponytail in the back, the earring. I assume he only has one. I'm certainly headcanoning him not to have an earring on the other side. B+ trip for me. A good-looking dude. Tamiko, I like her hair. I like her little scarf. Not the most exciting. I think she's, like Siegfried, she's a C+. Just a little above average. Inanna, someone pointed out to me that this is kind of funny. She radiates tall energy because she's the only one that goes so high in the box. Like, see how everybody else has like an inch or two of space? Except for Kevin. He's like right at the top. But I gotta give her a C+ as well. Now Shuda, I like. Shuda's got the head thing going on. Tamiko has major NPC energy. I think so too. She looks like a, you know, your generic RPG healer. But that's okay. She looks like nice, right? Shuda I like. Shuda's got the scarf and the head thing. I like the tousled hair. I think it's fitting for a mercenary. I don't like quite as much as Corbin. So I'm gonna go, I gave Corbin a B+, I'm gonna give Shuda a B. Kevin. Now listen, you guys might not like it, but this is what peak performance looks like. This is perfection. Look at him. Gaze upon him. A+, S+, S++. Arthur. I kind of like Arthur. I mean, I'm a sucker for purple. I like purple. It's the best color in the world. Is it enough to get him above C+, though? I think it's enough for a B-. I'm gonna give him a B-. He hasn't even gotten a level. I didn't say I don't like him as a unit so much. It's like he's just a monk, you know? Storm is cool. I like a headband. I like a headband for sure. I like his green hair. Nomads are cool. I'm gonna hit him with a B. I think Storm is a B. Altherez kind of has it going on. I like the stuff on his shirt. You know, he's got the little belt on his shoulder. And he's got the scar on his eye. He just looks, he pops, you know, he's a little more unique. I'm giving him an A-. So there you go. There's my drip review of everybody. It's good that I like him because Blazer didn't. Why is that? Why didn't Blazer like him? Are bad things gonna happen to Arthur? I'll understand one day, okay. One day when I'm older, I'll know. Alright, Kevin, you have 4 javelins. Give 1 to Inanna, please. That Killing Edge we can give to Shuda, I think. Oh my god, are there a lot of droppables in the next few maps? It's not going to bother me that much to have to drop some stuff, as long as I don't have to drop anything too good. That would make me sad. Let me check my notes. You see what I need to know for this chapter. Ah, there's a funky recruitment on this map. Alright, there's a funky recruitment on this map, and there's a guide and requirement. Fascinating. Okay. Hold up. I'm gonna just restart the app. I think last time this happened, we restarted the app and that fixed it. Let's see if that fixes it, and then I will throw it back up on the screen. Okay, yeah, that fixed it. I don't know why that has happened twice with this game, though. I've never seen that happen with anything else, to be honest. Well, you're gonna find out in a minute, Panda. I'm gonna go recruit him, and then you'll get to see. There we go. But it's not quite centered. Okay, it's gonna have to be good enough, because that's where it wants to be, apparently. Alright, let me check the spot where I need to go for that recruitment. Right here. Sounds like it's a Tellius Stefan recruitment. Everybody's favorite. Alright, Corbin's got 11 defense. These guys have 9 attack. Ha! Imagine doing 0 damage to Corbin. Yeah, Corbin's gonna be just fine. Corbin and Kevin, baby. That's what they're, if they were co-stars in a sitcom, that's what it would be called. Corbin and Kevin. Hi there, my name's Sia. Sorry to intrude, but I was hoping I could join the rebellion. Ah, a young girl? Why do you want to join us in battle? I'm a mage, silly, and I want to fight. Why else? We're not studying library books. People's lives are on the line. Don't worry, I'll roast the enemies with my magic. Trust me, I'm prepared to join. If I wasn't, I wouldn't be here. Huh, you're quite the perky lass. But I suppose there's no harm in your inclusion. Welcome to Solemn's Rebellion, Sia. We're in the midst of a battle, so I hope you're ready. I'm as ready as ever. I won't let you down, Sir Siegfried. My, we attract a colorful band of people, Father. That is so. We're quite ragtag. Perhaps that's what brings people to us. To be honest, not everyone here is experienced in fighting. While we do attract quite a variety, only a few of us actually have the skill to fight on the front lines in major battles like these. It's quite odd. I mean, I never knew these people before, yet I feel close to them. Our army is pretty small, so we know each other better. Remember when it was just us and Corbin? Such a short while ago, but it feels like years. Feel quite close to everyone as well, son. Yeah, I'm starting to feel older too. This is war, isn't it? Yes, but be sure not to push yourself too much, Sean. You may be growing into a fine adult, but you're still a boy. Enjoy your youth while you can. Okay, but why the heck did you just suddenly name our army? I was also wondering if I forgot our name, or if he just randomly named us. Because always being called the Rebellion is just silly. We have to stand for something more than just fighting against Magnus. Solemn's Rebellion. It sounds a little arrogant, like we're the only rebellion across the entire continent of Solemn. I wouldn't be surprised if that were true, Sean. Lane may still be in this fight, but Magnus has won the others. It's true that we've helped Athea, but it's too late for it to be unified. The land of eternal winters, Alicia, has been seized by Magnus as well. And we all know too well just why we're going to Valencia. When you put it that way, I guess this really is the continent's only rebellion. We do have a rather diverse group of people from all over. Huh. Sorry I doubted you, Father. It's quite alright, but now... Solemn's Rebellion versus Taos and the Empire. Who will come out on top? Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. True, Sieg is like, just let me juggernaut the map. The rest of these guys aren't ready for combat. Oh, right. We gotta drip review the new unit. I kind of like the hoodie, but this is not good drip. True, this is an FE6 track. Yeah, the drip is not excellent on that unit. Boom, 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 boom. You hate this song? This... Interesting. I like this song. That's true. It's a robe, but Soren's robes have a bit more character, a bit more color. This song does play a lot in 6. You're right about that. Ooh, there you go. How about that enemy phase music? There you go. We get our variety on enemy phase. Hi, Belle. Hope you're doing well tonight. What are you having for dinner? I'm curious. I agree. We do get the best version of Together We Ride in 7. Mac and cheese. Very nice. I'm very jealous. Mac and cheese is like the one thing I haven't found a... Mac and cheese is like the one thing I haven't found a good vegan alternative to. You go, Kevin. You level things I mostly don't care about. But yeah, the grind... Sorry, I forgot to respond to this, Yogesh. The grind in Honkai is definitely very real. How do I feed my lizard? I mean, my lizard's not vegan. Wait, was that not the square? Thought that was the square. Is this the square? There's a square I need to stand in. Or over, like what, right here? Here, here. Okay. Well, I know it's around there. I just gotta find the right spot, I guess. So, according to my little guide here, I need to... When I stand there, a green unit is gonna pop out, and then I need to talk to them with a specific unit. Let me see if I can look it up here. Sorry, I just don't want to miss a recruitment. Bottom right island area. So it's like in here somewhere. It seems that Mew is under the truck. What if poison damage happens every time you engage player phase and enemy phase? I mean, then I'd have a lot of poison to deal with. If I'm getting trolled, that would be astonishing. But I don't think I am. I think I'm just a little confused. Now I gotta deal with enemies with these guys that can't even hold a javelin. Trying to be in an army, they can't even hold a javelin. Kevin is two of my favorite things. Trek and an armor knight. True. I like Kevin. Hi, Peeved Latias. How are you doing today? Everybody should like Kevin. People that do not like Kevin are incorrect. Alright, I'll see you later, FF. Hope you have a good night. And thanks for hanging out. Reconnecting with obscure mid-2000s SRPGs. I mean, that's the life. Are you really living if you're not playing obscure mid-2000s SRPGs? Also, is my mage going to suffer from success? That seems like a distinct possibility. Yeah, we might suffer from success here. I didn't think she'd double all of these guys. I could have checked. But I didn't. Too much engage, man. I'm like, oh, this is like, you know, this is my mage that I'm getting in chapter. Ooh, she could dodge. Oh, she lives! Woo! Yeah, I should probably be paying a bit more attention to, like, stats and things. But no, the engaged brain I was gonna say is I've been playing with Citrine a lot lately. So I'm like, oh, it's Citrine, she doesn't double. I'm sick of all these jobs, they're just sickening. I mean, people are paying me to babysit their little children. But honestly, nothing ever happens. It's just vile. Very, very, very vile. I see. You know the rebellion is around here. They should be engaging Magnus right about now. You already told me, that's why we're here, man. I'm gonna join in, have some fun, see what happens. Gotta spread my benevolence all over, you know? Can't keep it in one place or it goes to waste, right? Yep, that sounds like quite an idea there. You bet. It's time for the benevolent mercenary Noah to show his greatness. It's time for the benevolent mercenary Noah to get carried over to where I can talk to him. That's what it's time for. It's also time for benevolent 9-speed mage to get healed. Actually never punished. We got punished last time when I forgot about the Rider's Bane. Sometimes we get punished. Just not most of the time, because Fire Emblem loves me as much as I love Fire Emblem. It's a mutually beneficial relationship. This guy's got a nasty killer bow, huh? But we have an effective weapon. One of the funny quirks of Jeanne d'Arc is that it goes off a 100 EXP system, but doesn't cap from kills, so you can have someone level up 4 times from 1 kill. That's pretty funny. Imagine if you, like, boss killed with Nino and she just leveled 8 times. What kind of FE fan likes Fire Emblem? It's true. It's true, I'm a fake fan. Let's be honest. You guys caught me. Yeah, he's gonna be able to attack the Atheros, which is unfortunate but not a big deal. As suddenly viable. I feel like we haven't gotten a honest to God est in a minute. Like if you're like me and you count trainees and ests as different things, then I feel like we haven't had a true est in a minute. Outside of remakes, obviously. I mean, we got est in Echoes, but yeah, even in Echoes, est does not really feel like an est. Yeah, like, I don't know. When's the last time we had an honest-to-God est? I don't think we have one in... There's not one in... some people say Rosado, but I don't really think so. I guess it is Awakening Kid units. Boom, 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 boom. Stop running away. I want to pick you up. Come here, Mr. Hero. Funny animation! Woo! Yeah, I guess it is Awakening. Which is what, like 10 years or so? It's been a minute. Sure. Does Soth Path of Radiance count as an est, or does he just count as bad? I want to say he just counts as bad, but I'm going to be honest, I'm not overly familiar with Soth's late, like, trained potential. Like, do you actually get anything out of Soth if you train him? Besides, I'm pretty sure a worse Soth in Radiant Dawn. Right? Like, you don't want to transfer Soth, right? Pretty sure. Ba-da-da-dum. Yeah, I'm pretty sure if you transfer Soth, he gets worse, right? Let me check how his transfer works. Because I think there's something weird about it. Yeah. So if Soth transfers, he just transfers his stats. It's not like the other ones where you get like a boost or whatever. Here, Kevin. I can't clear your poison, but I can heal you. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Tellius expert. I have played Tellius, but not a ton. What are we on? And we have to end this map, but oh, we have plenty of time. There is a turn limit to get the Gaiden chapter, but it's pretty generous. Yeah, I will say, to be fair, Termina, and also hello Termina. I think a lot of archetypes are that way. But I do think that Ests are one of the ones that have more of a basis in reality than some of the other ones. But I remember we were recently in the Discord server, which, by the way, we have a Discord server in the video description, if you're interested in a Discord server. We were talking about all of the archetypes, and there were some where I was like, I don't know, it seems a little sketchy to call this an archetype. I also think that some of the archetypes at one point had more strict definitions, and we've kind of gotten loosey-goosey with them. Like, I do agree that Est has a specific definition, but I feel like there was a while there where we were just calling any growth unit an Est. Hey, you! What? Who are you? You look like a mercenary. A good eye, I am a mercenary. Mercenaries can tell what mercenaries look like, I guess. I see. You have some business? It's not typical to chat during battle. Oh yeah, I wish to take part in your little rebellion. I see. The commander probably won't care as long as you're honorable. Price? I'll wait for that until the time comes. Fair enough. Wages can wait until after we beat Magnus. Welcome, Noah. Noah the benevolent mercenary. Don't forget it. Alright, drip review. He's got a headband. You guys know I like a headband. I like his hair. But I feel like it has a lot of the elements from Shuda's design, but Shuda's design is better. Like, Shuda's headband is cooler. Shuda has a cooler face. But I gave Shuda like an A-, so I'm gonna give Noah a B. Because it is good. It has a lot of the same elements as Shuda's, and I like Shuda's a bit better. Pre-promote, he must steal EXP. True! I should bench him and take his weapons. But yeah, we were like looking through the archetypes one day in the Discord, and I remember thinking some of these like did not seem real to me. Or like, I know I've talked about how I don't like Oifi as an archetype before. To me, they are all just Jagans. Let's see, these guys are all wimpy, right? 17, 12. What are you using? Oh, Steel Lance, that's why you're doing 17. Poison, poison. Okay. You know how Irony is making a viability tier list for every FE character? What about a drip tier list for every character? Honestly, that would be easier than the viability one. I also remain convinced that, like, the term Oifi was made by people that have not played FE4. Not that Oifi isn't good, but, like, if you were gonna name that archetype after anybody, it wouldn't be Oifi. Like, it'd be Seth, right? It's, like, because if you're not doing a replacements run, I feel like Oifi, pretty quickly becomes not the most important person in your army. Yeah, I mean, no hate on Oifi. I think I like Oifi. But I just think it's weird that, like, we named the Jagan but good archetype after the one that, like, I find easiest not to use. Like, I don't think it's that hard to play FE4 while barely using Paralyze, excuse me? Yes, that is also my experience. Even in an inefficient run, I feel like Seliph just eats in Chapter 1 and is then better than Oifi. Even if he doesn't get everything. Alright, hold up. Let's observe this newfangled paralyzed staff. Okay, so it's just like... Is it just like sleep, but different, kind of? It's kind of the vibe I'm getting here. It's true. Orson is the best Jagan. He is the best unit in your army for every chapter that he's in. Imagine not having convoy access 24/7. Ah, there is a horse slayer. That's what I was afraid of. I was like, I know I got baited by one horse slayer already. I gotta check items. Like, I cannot be foolish again. Big fan of Prologue Mycin. True. Actually, my favorite thing about Orson is when people include him on tier lists. Because if you put Orson on an FE8 tier list, that means you have a point on your list where you're saying every unit below this point does not, like, basically does not even contribute for one map. And I'm like, damn, that's kind of sad. But also kind of true for a lot of units in FE8. Although I will say I had to squeeze some use out of some different units for the 0% growths run. There were some, like, Cyrene sees deployment in 0%. Sure. Even Christmas Cavs has evolved into the red and green bitches. I like that. The 7th Circle of Hell where you use Cyrene. To be fair, you don't really use her for combat. It's just like, she can do rescue dropping and stuff, and she's a little bit more durable. True, the 1 HP heal by the AI, very important. What does 0% LTC look like? I don't know, I was not LTCing. I was playing slow as hell, man. Noel was a pretty big unit in 0% growths, though. Easy access to Summoner. Pretty good. Oh, I'm a dummy. Hopefully, I don't get punished. You go, Sia. I mean, she can fight sometimes. She can kill some magic units, like she does well against the eyeballs. He quit his because of Erica mode? Interesting. I did mine on Erica mode. I don't know if Ephraim or Erica would be harder on 0% growths. I did mine on Erica mode, but it wasn't for any, like, ease of use considerations. It was just, I like Erica more than I like Ephraim. So I was like, I'll do the route where I get to have Erica around longer. Yeah, so Ephraim gets Dusel earlier, Erica gets Saleh and Inez. So, you know, it's trade-offs. Well, I mean, Noel comes at practically the same time either way, right? Do you even get... Actually, it's exactly the same time, right? Don't you get him on chapter 15 no matter what? Or I guess there's like a couple turn difference. If you do it on Erica route, you do have to wait a couple turns to get your Noel. Yeah. I mean, I think summons are good. They can be a lightning rod. I mean, maybe this is what you meant by lightning. When you say lightning rod, I'm thinking of like eating a bolting, but maybe you just mean AI manipulation. Because that's like the main thing they're for, right? Is just getting the AI to do what you want. Are we good on time? Yeah, plenty of time. Super generous turn counter for the Gaiden chapter. See, normally I agree that it does feel bad to bench someone for a summoner, but in 0%, I'm so excited when I get to bench anyone. I'm like, great, I get to drop this unit that hasn't gained a point of stats in 8 chapters. Yeah, theoretically, you could tower or world map with Noel prior to chapter 15 on Ephraim route. You get him at the end of 14. Oh, whoops. Forgot this Cavalier existed, to be honest. I was talking to, Naoto in the server was saying that he also leveled Ewan, so he had 2 summoners, and I thought that was pretty funny when he did 0%. So if you're doing Erica route, there is like a little trick you can do to get him like 5 or 6 levels with relative ease on his join map. There is it's not the boss, but there's a promoted, whatever the promoted zombies are called. He's on the top right corner of the map, and if I remember correctly, I don't think he moves. Like, even if you attack him, I'm pretty sure he doesn't move. So you can, like, just have you and whack him until he levels up a bunch. Yeah, and entombed. I don't think he moves, but no, it is the top right. There's a mountain, there's a shop behind him, and then there's an entombed on the Erica recruit map. Not the Ephraim one. I don't think it moves, but if it does moves, you know, you can just do the usual grinding strat of, you know, putting an enemy in front of him. Or putting a unit with nothing equipped in front. Obviously, not that you should do this in, like, an efficient context, but if you just want to level Ewan, you know, it doesn't take too long. Go, Kevin! Oh, the Veronica summons are so fun, though. And I do get why they have to be a little careful with those, right? Like, they can't just let you go too crazy with summons. It would be pretty broken otherwise. Because summons are already really strong, right? Or at least I felt like summons were really strong when I was using them. Your cat bit you? Oh no. Are you okay? Hopefully it was not too bad of a bite. Oh, she never bites hard. Well, that's good, at least. High unstable PC. That's true. It was engaged DLC, so balance was pretty much out the window to begin with. The real summoner class is Marth. Let me explain why Marth is the true summoner of the Fire Emblem series. Because in Shadow Dragon, he has an infinite supply of soldiers. No matter how many units die, he can always find more to replace them. Why did I forget about the top half of the map? I hope I do not get punished for that. I am going to get punished for that, but not that much because these nomads are weak. They're weak. In FE12, you can infinitely get more Marths. That's true. Maladus is the true summoner. Sita summons men into Marth's army. True, but only a limited quantity. As a friend, you are truly replaceable. Very good. Very good. Marth and his Glock. I was seeing Glock discourse on the timeline yesterday on Twitter. I was very surprised. I was like, why am I seeing Glock discourse? Let's get Sia some experience. Why not? Yeah, it was silly. Okay. So here's my take on the Glock discourse, because, you know, I have to have a take on everything, right? Obviously, it was silly that the original tweet called the sawed-off shotgun a Glock. However, Is it really that important? I don't know that guy needed like 400 quote tweets dunking on him because he called a shotgun a Glock. Let's visit the house. Excuse me, but I can't talk right now. I'm fixing my hair. That might be my favorite house dialogue I've ever seen. Oh, man. But how else will you assert your smug sense of superiority? True. I get, like, it's a little tough because, like, I think the first couple quote tweets that are like, you know, perhaps it makes sense. You could be like, oh, actually, that's not a Glock. But once there's been a few corrections, maybe like the 400th quote tweet is a little excessive. Maybe the correction has been made. Yeah, we're good. Glock blocked. True. I see too much shit on Twitter to care about whether the gun is actually a Glock or not. That's true. Oh, I don't think I know I retweeted this sequitur, but I think your SpongeBob reaction tweet to the Little Mermaid announcement might be like my tweet of the month. I thought that was so funny. For those that didn't see, we got an announcement of a reveal of like the fish for the Little Mermaid movie, and they look like weirdly realistic, kind of, but also strange. They look very weird to me, at least. And Sequitur had replied to it with a picture of like the episode where the SpongeBob cast goes above water and they're like, they look like real things. That's been your bit since they showed off. Well, that was the first time I saw it. I thought it was very funny, so, you know, kudos to you for peak comedy. Horse Slayer, I'm not gonna fall for your tricks this time. They do look really funny. Yeah, we're talking about the live action Little Mermaid. Yeah, I mean, that 5 years ago would have been around when they started. What, that was like, I feel like when we were in the peak of the whirlwind of Disney remakes. It was like 5-6 years ago. I remember when I was in college, I volunteered at the campus movie theater, and we showed a lot of them there. So I've actually seen quite a few of them. Because if you volunteered at the theater, then you got in for free. So I watched a lot of mediocre movies that I would not have maybe otherwise watched because I didn't have to pay for them. Which was a pretty good deal as a movie enjoyer. Let's see, did these guys really deal damage to you? 5, 0. Also 0. Okay. Up to 20. So yeah, this is fine, even if he misses. You will not pass. Ooh, I like this song. Okay, that's fine. Licenses to what? German folk tales? Very true. Gotta love copyright law. It's everybody's favorite, right? That is true. I do think that, I'm about to kill a level 25 enemy with a level 15 thief. We'll report the insane amount of EXP in a second. I'm gonna predict 3 levels. That's my prediction. But we'll see. Yeah, I do think that, I feel like the assumption with the Disney remakes is that people are like, oh, they're doing it to renew the copyright. I really think they probably just make a hell of a lot of money off them. Ooh, don't suffer from success, please. I don't know if you can suffer from success, but please don't. Okay, you're gonna be fine. Cool. Gah, forgive me, Count Pellinor. Jeanne d'Arc has engaged bracelet. I'm gonna have to check this game out. It sounds interesting, and I know nothing about it. Although I saw you tweeting about it earlier, and it looked kind of cool. Sure, and we can feed the kill to someone else. I will say though, the live action movies don't bother me that much. I just usually don't like go see them. But like I agree that they don't need to exist, but like at the same time I'm like, I don't know, if people want to watch them and they enjoy watching them, then it's fine. But yeah, they're not for me. The Magnians are coming. The Magnians are coming. They say real estate is all about location, and yet here I am. I chose a house right next to a battle site. It appears I'm going to be moving homes again. Oh my god, the house dialogue on this map is goated. Not the real estate market. Oh, then there's more. There's more houses. I heard that a man once defeated a whole army. Seems incredible, right? Well, I don't buy it. I don't care who you are. One man can't beat an army. You have never played Sacred Stones. But the guy of legend became known as the Slayer for doing so. I heard a silly rumor once. If you stand next to someone for a long, long time, supposedly make you fight better during battle. It sounds corny, but it's true. After all, I was the young fellow who spread the rumor. Yeah, this is good house dialogue. Ooh, has the real estate lady been around before and I just, like, didn't go to her house? That's disappointing. No, I mean, it's not disappointing that she's a running bit. It's disappointing that I haven't seen the first one. Yeah, I do wish that they would focus more on new IPs. That would be nice. Nice job, everyone. Now we can continue on to Valencia. Only a little distance left. Father, I'm worried. Their leader seems so vicious. Yeah, he acted as if though Magnus had succeeded and they won. Yet most of them were defeated, and the rest taken prisoner. It's really odd. The Taoist tribesmen were arrogant and thought they would easily kill us all. Yet the Magnian soldiers seemed prepared for defeat. Perhaps that's just how they are. In any case, this is the only way we can get to Yulia. If there's opposition, we'll do what we have to in order to triumph. Even if that means killing more people, we won't hold back. Wait, did I miss the Gaiden? I finished that in under 17 turns, didn't I? What? I didn't think I was even close to the turn timer. Whatever, it doesn't look like there's anything important in there. But I guess I should have checked. I was taking the end pretty slow. But it doesn't look like there's anything important in the Gaiden, so I think we can just miss a Gaiden. It's not a huge deal. Uh, 7x, but the guide doesn't say there's anything important in it. No recruitment. It says there's some items, but very tedious. Play at the viewer's discretion. Play at the viewer's discretion. This sounds pretty skippable. That's on me, though. I wasn't paying attention. I was having too much fun being slow and getting the houses. Well, we're here, Sean. We sure have come a long way. So I know we're in Valencian territory, but this is an encampment where many ex-Valencian soldiers are taken captive. We're outnumbered, but that's not a problem, right? I'm thinking if we can take over and seize the castle, we'll gain some more support for our cause. Though, whether they actually join us or not isn't quite certain. It would be a good idea to deploy soldiers in some other areas. If our forces are concentrated into one group like this, it'd allow them to surround us and cut off any escape routes. Yeah, you're right. Though, honestly, I wish the situation hadn't come to this in the first place. I wanted to come here and become a real knight one day. But so long as Magnus controls these territories, it won't happen. Yeah, what happened to all the counts of Valencia? It's hard to believe that they'd lose so easily. Count Praise died many years ago by poisoning and left no heir. I was the knight commander of Regalia at the time and took leadership. Temporarily, until some course of permanent action could be decided. But that time never came, and I left Regalia as well. Of course, I was born in Yulia, not Regalia, but I detested it. Its ruler, Count Pellinor, is greedy and selfish. I love my homeland, but I detest its government. After all, Count Pellinor and Count Paris of Divisio both sided with Magnus when they heard that the Empire had begun a war with all others. Count Perlain of Alexia was killed in battle, as was his son, the only heir. Count Perry of Klepto does not have a true army, and so to survive, he sided with Magnus as well. I'm telling you this because you asked, Sean, but the truth is Valencia's rulers failed to protect their people or land. Duke Paul of Aegis, I don't know what happened to him, but I presume that he died when Magnus conquered the city. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. Yes, the truth is sad, but to move on and make change for the better, knowing the truth helps. Valencia is lost. The leaders that are left are traitors to their people. But when this happens, it's up to people like us to overthrow them. Isn't that what it means to rebel, Sean? Yes, you're right. Well said, Siegfried. This is why I follow you. Thank you, Corbin. But the time for words is over, and the time for action is here. Lady Mina. Ooh, she's got a cool sprite. She gets at least an A- on the drip scale. A number of insurgents have broken through the gate. How should we engage them? So what? Send some of the guards. The guards have already engaged the foe, my lady. Should we deploy our main force? Go ahead. I want everyone in formation immediately. Repel the invaders. Yes, Lady Mina. Pitiful soldiers can't do any thinking for themselves. Must I truly shout such basic commands for them to take action? Ah, see, there are quite a few locked rooms and chests up here. Just keep in mind you'll need some way to access them. Naturally, I'll leave the details up to you. Incredible drip, absolutely wasted. That's a shame. You know who else had really good drip that, like, I don't know if she's ever gonna show up again? Was that archer boss in the Fog of War map. I thought she had a really cool sprite, and I was hoping she would be recruitable, but... And maybe she will be. We didn't kill her. She could show up again, but I don't know if she will. Also, I'm going to take this opportunity before we play the map. On Saturday, we have the Hot Ones AMA stream. I'm going to eat a lot of progressively hotter wings, and you guys can submit questions for me to be asked while I eat the hot wings and die. So here's the link to the question form if you want to submit a question for me to answer while I eat the sauces. And if you're a fan of Hot Ones, we will be using the Season 20 lineup of wings, including Da Bomb and the Last Dab. So it's gonna be brutal, to be honest. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun and brutal. Oh, that's interesting, that a lot of the characters were just random users from, FE Universe. Recruitable soldier? Anakin? Real pod racing? Alright, let's do some drip reviews before we start the chapter. Anakin? Not bad. I kind of like, I like his hair, I like the look he's got going on, but it's not that exciting. I give him a C+. Eduardo sounds sexy, let's see if he looks sexy. He's got the Kyle hair, but I like Kyle's hair color better. He's got the Kyle hair, but the Ford armor. I don't know. I don't like it when I can immediately recognize the sprite, you know? But it's not bad. I give him a C. Now Ace I kind of like, and he's a soldier. Ace gets a C+. I can't say it's that good, but I do like it. Okay. Formation. These guys. Oh, a Speedwing. Nice. And a droppable Iron Lance. Forget the Speedwing. I want that Iron Lance, baby. Here, Corbin can probably deal with these guys, right? Yeah, he should be okay. You don't like the jazzy battle preps music? I don't know. I'm kind of digging it. Ooh, I want to bring Sia, though, because she seems fun. I like an early game mage. And let's trade some things off Altherez, because he has chests to open. And we can use some of our stat boosters. I'm going to continue being extremely biased towards Corbin. My beloved. Oh, you like it? Okay, cool, cool. I'm glad you like the jazzy music. Let's get you a fresh javelin from Kevin's supplies. You too. Oh, that's cool that he has all the OST up. I'll have to check that out, because there are a few, been a few bops, I think. Yeah, there's been a few songs that I recognize, and I'm sure I'll hear more as we go. Yeah, let's do this. This is the setup, I think. So it seems that more soldiers are coming. Father, how can you know this already? The guardsmen have just retreated deeper inside. They couldn't have sent for reinforcements so quickly. Could they? What? It's nothing. Let's continue our attack before they get a chance to retaliate. And I have to get to the prisoners before Magnus decides to kill them. Ah! You recently found out your grandfather dislikes jazz and you feel betrayed? That's a shame. I'm a jazz fan. When I was in school, I played the saxophone in the jazz band. The alto sax. And I always enjoyed that. In regular band, I played the contrabass clarinet, which I always thought was kind of fun because it was an instrument that was almost as tall as me. Imagine needing door keys. Couldn't be me. Oh, you have a horse slayer. Fascinating. Fortunately for me, I have the power of the javelin. So you have 15 attack on 4 speed. Yeah, so if she takes a hit, it's fine. Oh, well, bass clarinet player. I mean, I just played a really big clarinet, so I am also a clarinet enjoyer. Plus a little percussion. I was also in our percussion ensemble. Love me an early game mage. You'd like to preface that your clarinet is not almost as tall as you. That's fair. I kind of liked that it was so tall, though. It made me feel big. Zzz. Hey, you awake? I guess not. Damn, this guy does nothing but sleep, though it looks like he needs it. Huh? Ah, you're awake. You know what's happening over there? I'm not sure, but it looks like a battle. I wonder who would attack this place. You never know. What do you mean you never know? Man, you're a real drag sometimes, Anakin. Hey, pipe down. If you don't shut up, no stay for you. We'll execute you on the spot. This conversation feels weird after I think Anakin just got hit with a javelin. That must be it. There must be a battle happening. Hi, Athath. Welcome back. We need to get out of here. Hold on, I can hear soldiers from here. What's up? The person leading the charge is a brown-haired knight. That's all I could get. Well, out of the people who might come to liberate us, I met a mercenary named Kellic once, and he has jet black hair. So maybe it's the rebellion led by a former knight? He's been fighting in hellyeah. Maybe the rumors are true. He could be bringing his rebels here to Valencia after all. Ah, well, perhaps that swordsman is among them. I doubt it. That one doesn't seem like the kind to conform to an army. Well, anyway, hopefully they'll come to free us. The knight is in charge of this, then we're probably his top priority. Good to hear. I suppose we should just stay put then. In the meantime, I'll get back to my nap. Anakin? I guess I'll wake him up when we're free. Lady Mina? Thank you for all the help thus far. You've really taken a risk helping us out, but we appreciate it. We've gotten all the documents about the raisin... I feel... maybe it's supposed to be raisin, but I'm gonna say raisin. We've gotten all the documents about the raisin runes that we needed. The blacksmith I'm gonna take it to is the greatest I know. If anyone can implement those runes into a sword, it'll be him. Yes, yes. Just remember you're part of the deal. Of course. If there is anyone who can find Rana, it's us. We'll give him your message. I'd like to continue speaking with you, however. I think somebody may be watching. I'm going to leave after the battle is done with. What about you? Are you really going to stay? Yes. I don't have a choice. I really want to see him one last time. But at least I trust that you'll give him my letter. Yeah, I've never failed a client. I won't start now. Sadly, as the leader of this force, I have no choice but to stay. Fate is cruel, isn't it? Cruel and unavoidable. If that's how you truly feel, then I respect your wishes. Goodbye, Kellic, and thank you. Farewell to you as well, Mina. Kellic was a green unit last time we saw him, but now he's a red unit. I'm going to take the higher hit rate here. How do you guys feel about raisins? I feel like raisins are a somewhat controversial food. You guys raisin enjoyers or raisin haters? Raisins are dope. Shove them in my veins. I like raisins. My preferred cereal is Raisin Bran these days. And I enjoy eating that. Not bad, but prefer fresh grapes or, you know, wine. That's fair. Also, hi, just some dude. Tastes great, texture okay, don't like handling them. Okay, here's my follow-up question. Regular raisins or golden raisins? It would have been funny if that 2RN98 missed and she died. That would have been tragic. Are you awake? Huh? Oh, are you in charge of this army? Yes, and who might you be? I'm Anakin, just your typical vagrant. A beggar? Why has someone like you been put in a prison? I really don't know. One day I cruised into town and started telling tales of the numerous rebellions scattered throughout the land. I was trying to give the oppressed people hope. Then a Magnus came all of a sudden and just locked me up. Oh, well, that's understandable for Magnus. They probably saw you as a threat to their own control of Valencia. So your skills with words are used for more than just begging, huh? Not really. And I'm tired. Tired guy's no threat to an empire like Magnus. Well, anyway, can you fight? If not, it might be better if you just stay here until the battle is done. Who said I can't fight? I can use light magic, though I never got that far into my studies. Just barely remember how to use a lightning tome, I think. What's your lucky day? I only have one, though. Oh, now I have to fight? How is that lucky? Well, I suppose I'll see what I can do. What is the last promise? Yeah, this is a fan hack. Pretty old one. Anakin should be able to talk to Ace. I'm assuming I need to talk to him with Siegfried, but that's silly. I should be able to talk to him with Anakin. Is it good? Is it good or playing just for the laughs? So, I mean, the gameplay, I think, has been pretty good so far. Anakin is a dancer? What? What? He dances? That's huge. That is a game changer. Yeah, so far I would say the gameplay has been pretty fun. Am I on medium text speed? Probably. I don't think I changed it from the default. Ba-da-da-dum. We're gonna drop this single-use javelin. I think I'll keep the speed wings. Been playing Binding Blade. Do I have any opinions on Binding Blade? I like Binding Blade. It's not one of the Fire Emblem games I've played a ton of. I've probably done like, you know, maybe 3 or 4 playthroughs of it. Wait. I will watch the dance animation next turn, I promise. I just didn't do it this turn because I didn't know I could. Hey, Sir Siegfried, thank you for freeing us. You can flee this place now. You're also free to join us if you desire. I've had a lot of time to think in this prison. I decided I will fight alongside you. It's the least I can do to repay you. Alright, although you don't have any equipment. I was completely disarmed when I was taken prisoner, so... No, it's alright, I'm prepared for this. I knew that some of you would want to fight but be unarmed, so I brought a few spare weapons with me. Are you feeling healthy enough to get into the fray, though? Oh, I'm fine, and this'll do. This is pretty considerate of you, you have my thanks. The real question is Project Ember with nerfed jav/hand axes. I have not played Project Ember. I would like to try it at some point, but I have not yet. Yeah, it sounded like in the previous conversation that he was familiar with Sieg. Anyways, I'm gonna continue with maximum favoritism for Corbin. Just gonna give him everything because he's my little baby boy. Alright, let's see this, motivate.
You can do it.
Goated dance animation. Absolutely goated dance animation. Ooh, I'll have to check out the animations off version next turn. But that's so funny. He's right, we can do it, and I'm now filled with determination. That's amazing. I lose stuff if the greens die. Well, this green's definitely gonna die, so hopefully it's not too important. Hi, Irony. How are you doing? Ha. Oh, I don't need to keep them alive. Cool. Alright, we're gonna have to check out the no animations version next, if there's a different version with no animations. Damn, crappy green unit gets doubled. Alright, hold up. He's just watching green units get massacred for the sake of it. The real trick, if you're a green unit hater, you gotta play Thracia, because I believe it's the only game where you get to kill green units. I think the you can do it one is better. I'm gonna turn the animations back on. But it's funny that he has a different line. What a guy. He's a good motivator, you know? So is there eventually going to be a convoy, or are we just going to be convoyless for the entire game? I'm in Lin mode. Do I get one after Lin mode? Also, this is a really long Lin mode, I have to say. Let me see if there's any tricky weapons I need to worry about. Oh, I see no horse slayers. Oh, as usual, I forgot about what Corbin was doing off over here, but it's fine. He's all good. He used his speed wing, so the thief can't take it. Yeah, I mean, I know that they're the, you know, Lin is 10 chapters, but I feel like 8 of Lin's chapters are very quick. Maybe more than 8. I don't know. I don't feel like Lin chapters take that long. Good level. That's true. Well, that's also true. This actually is more than 10 chapters, because I've done at least 2 Gaidens, and Lin mode just has the 1. And I could have done another Gaiden if I wasn't an idiot. I missed the chapter 7 Gaiden because I wasn't paying enough attention to turn count. I definitely could have hit it, but I, like, was messing around at the end, like, getting the houses that I didn't need to get and taking my time with the boss. Because I didn't think I was particularly close to running out of turns, but I definitely was. You can do it. I'm gonna have to add that as a redeem. Ah, you're Sir Siegfried. I am. Who are you? I'm Eduardo, a captured Regalian knight. I have long awaited the day I could fight alongside you to help free my homeland. Always good to have someone so enthusiastic. Alright then, for Regalia! Wait. Huh? You're completely unarmed. The enemy would just catch you and lock you back up. Or even worse, kill you. None can withstand the might of a Valencian knight. Armed or unarmed, my charge will bring defeat to the enemy. You idiot. Take this sword and spear, and you better use them. Yes, sir. For Valencia! You can do 16 damage on 4 speed, which means we can totally have Sia tank a hit and whack you. Gonna give Sia some favoritism. Eduardo's iconic, especially in non-Lin mode. Oh, is he goated? Is he good? Is he goated with the sauce? I hope Noah's gonna be okay. I didn't think he would take that much damage. Okay, he should be fine. He's just very funny. Oh, well, I look forward to more of his dialogue then. Is he goated with the sauce? He's definitely quirked up, that's for sure. Ba-da-da-dum. I don't really need this chest key, but it might be more useful to me than one of these iron swords. Like, I might want to use it later. Yeah, we'll lose the iron sword. Does he have a little bit of swagger? I think he has, like, a little bit of swagger, you know? Just a little bit. We have not yet met the characters that you would consider goated with the sauce. Do you mean that in a unit sense or a character sense? Or both? Despite being young, I don't understand the language of my peers. What is the sauce? So I believe the origin of goated with the sauce is just like a pasta. Like, I think it was just a copy paste. And it was a quirked up white boy started... A quirked up white boy with a little bit of swagger started breaking it down sexual style. Is he goated with the sauce? And I don't think there's more to it than that. I think that's the whole thing. If you look up goated with the sauce, you will find videos doing the line. I don't think it really means anything. Goated with the sauce doesn't really mean anything. It just means goated. Alright, you do 0 damage, but let's see. Okay, you just have normal soldier animations. I was curious if maybe he had a unique animation or something.
You can do it.
You can do it. Yeah, it's like goated, but a little better. It's like you're a step above goated. How the animations are based? Alright, we're gonna have to promote this guy then. Hey, we can promote Tamako if we get a guiding ring. Gotta love getting a pre-promote hero in Chapter 7. Yeah, so GOAT is an acronym for greatest of all time. And if you say someone is goated, you're basically just saying they're the greatest of all time. That's it. Did the guide mention the secret? Let me check. I did forget to look at the guide for this one. Oh, that's funny. I'll explain the secret when we get to it. It's pretty funny. You can do it. It's a good question. I agree that you're goated, but I don't think we have determined if you do or do not have the sauce, Irony. Are you busting it down, and in what style? Bruh, I did not want you to get a crit there. That was not your crit to get. Noah's benevolence cannot be contained. You're right, and I'm a fool for expecting that it could be. So really, that one's on me. Okay, so we can find another style for you to bust it down in, I think.
You can do it.
Reach's probably on flux, right? 17 attack. Busting it down conquest style. Okay. That works for me. Magic and speed. Okay, if we're only going to get 2 stats, those are the ones I want. Okay, so according to my little notes document, we get a generic spear here. Now this spear is PRF, but apparently it can also be used by our nomad. So if we want to, we can gain lance rank on our nomad.
You can do it.
Truly as Kaga intended. Hey, to be fair, there is something like that in Sacred Stones. In Sacred Stones, if you do like the enemy control glitch, and you get the Gorgon weapon, you can get dark magic on anybody. I forget if they actually gain weapon EXP from it, though. Okay, yeah, she's not gonna die. There was no crit, right? She's just fine. Yeah, no crit. They do from Glare. I used it to get Nosferatu loot in my all-series draft. Wait, an all-series draft sounds really fun. What the heck? I'm assuming that that's just what it sounds like, right? Not gonna kill this knight because I would like to give more kills to Sia. Yeah, drafting the entire series sounds kind of wild. I'd have to. Here's the question, chat. If you're drafting the entire series, like the whole series, who's your overall first pick? I mean, Ladius, you have an actual answer, but the rest of you, who would you first pick? Trying to think like what the hardest game is in that. Well, there are 2 things I'm trying to think about. A, what's the hardest game in this series? And B, what is the game where there is the biggest gap between like the best unit and the next one? Hozier, Salem, and FE3 Arlen. I was gonna say I would assume Robin would be free. Because let me think. Like if you're trying to make like a strong first pick, right? You don't pick an FE4 character. Because you have Sigurd and Selef for that. You don't pick an FE8 character because FE8 is too easy. You don't need to. I don't know. Who's the most valuable first pick? I'd like to file a complaint that Tamiko can't use this lance. She's clearly a foot soldier. Alvarez's inventory should be okay. He has 2 chests to open and 3 slots. So unless one of these chests has multiple items, which would not even shock me that much at this point. Yeah, I mean, I think in practice, you probably just pick, like, kind of the units you like the most. But I'm just trying to think, like, you know, hypothetically, who's the optimal #1 pick, you know? I think it's, like, an interesting thought exercise. Also, we got the Emblem sword, that's nice. Yeah, I feel like 5 is a weird one to draft for, and Radiant Dawn is a very weird game to draft for. Actually, Radiant Dawn is an extremely weird game to draft for. Nature. Is that just what we're calling anima? Yeah. Radiant Dawn just Nolan. And skip all the maps that Nolan's not in. Oh, I know why I brought you over here. I wanted to give that Thunder over to Sia. I'm curious if Sia can hurt the boss. Nope. I thought she might not be able to. Maybe with Thunder? Can you hurt the boss with Thunder? Ooh, the Light Rune has 3 uses. That's kind of neat. Wish you could do 3 damage, although not very reliably. Here, we'll give it to Corbin, probably. Ooh, we could try to give it to Sia, because this will leave the guy at 1 health. Assuming Noah does not crit. He could. It's an 8%. I'm gonna risk it. Tee. You'll be sucked into oblivion by my magic. Wait, I'm actually so bummed that we can't recruit this character. This sprite's real good. Okay, we'll give Sia a chance to get the kill. She probably won't. Nah. What's the name of the Camus from Lin mode? Eagler. Here, we can continue showing Corbin an absurd amount of favoritism. Ah, no. Am I dying? Rana. Drafted Homer as Asbel at home. Very good. Alright, everyone, we've secured the area. Ah, must you shout so loud? I was in the middle of a nice nap. Napping on the battlefield? How do you fight like that? Well, I'm not really a fighter. I'm more of a motivator. A motivator? Yeah. I'm not that great at fighting myself, so I motivate others to fight harder and pick up the slack. It seems to me it would be more worthwhile to hone your own skills than rely on the skills of others. At the very least, you seem to have some fighting potential. Well, we've all got our ways of doing things. You've got your sword, and I've got my voice. I suppose, but you have to be awake to speak. Our enemy is Magnus, a relentless and fearless foe. They won't hesitate to kill anyone, even a defenseless sleeping soldier. Perhaps fighting when you can and motivating when you can't would be the best way to strengthen yourself. Nah, this boy's gonna be motivating all the time. Forget the light magic, dude. Perhaps. I'll keep that in mind, I suppose. Father, we've released all the prisoners on the ground level. The documents in the warden's office indicate many more prisoners. However, it doesn't say where they are. Well, while I was in prison, I heard rumors of an underground detainment center. I think they held some of the captured Yulian knights down there. Most of them sided with Pelennor, but a few of them didn't. I saw a path leading to a cellar. The enemy commander had this key with her, so I'm assuming that... They're in that cellar! Come, father! That's true, this is like one of the dancers where there's actually maybe some value in dance spamming them to 20, but we're not gonna do that. Ah, the light, it burns! Hey, you, are you alright? Yeah, thanks a lot. I was terrified when I heard the sound of battle. I thought maybe someone had come, but I was afraid the soldiers here were too much for you. Har is a dancer confirmed. That'd be pretty cracked. Although, I don't know, I feel like Har wants to do, like... I wonder how often you would actually dance with Har if you could dance versus doing combat with him. I guess it would depend on which part of Radiant Dawn you're in. Thanks for the optimism. We're gonna stay around for a day and leave tomorrow. You or anybody else who wants to join, you have one day. Our goal is to free Valencia from the clutches of Magnus. So if you're a true knight of Valencia, be true to your oaths and join us. Alright, see you later, Blind Coco. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Always nice to talk to you. So it's you. Soren! Good redeem before you go to bed. Hope you sleep well. So it's you. Nice battle there. So we meet again. What are you doing here? Just minding my own business. So you're still considering joining our forces? You hate Magnians, don't you? No, I'm not gonna throw my life away so quickly. I have to take care of some things. Later, Sieg. Oh, and don't get too far ahead of yourself. Charging straight into places isn't gonna work every time. What's his problem? I'm not sure. He sure is full of himself. Father, your eye is twitching. Is something wrong? It's nothing, Sean. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, why is Anakin green? Are we gonna lose him? Ah, Sir Siegfried, here we are. This fortress was built to guard Yulia from Magnus. Now it's just here to slow us down. This isn't good. I doubt we can just bypass here, but attacking is going to cost us valuable time and soldiers. Anakin, this is the final line of defense for Yulia, right? Well, you took a very unique route to get here. Coming from the north and then traveling west around Yulia. You managed to avoid the heart of Valencia, really, so yeah. After you take this, it should be an easy path back north to Yulia. So if we seized this fortress, we could use it as a staging area for the attack on Yulia. That is correct. And if the initial strike on the castle fails, we would be able to retreat here and fortify our position. Now I think the best plan to take this fort is... You're not going to be attacking head-on, are you? Yeah, that's our plan. It hasn't failed us yet. Anakin, I want you to take Ace and Eduardo and go to Regalia. No, I'm losing my dancer! It's the most isolated city and thus the farthest from Magnus. In other words, Magnian occupational forces should be much weaker. There, I want you to recruit new fighters to our cause. Despite your appearances, you speak with dignity. I can see a lot of potential in you, both in mind and body. I know that you can be successful if you put yourself to it. Father, is this really the smartest thing to do? If we lose soldiers we just gained, we'll be much worse off for this fight. He does have a point. It would be better to wait until after the gate is taken. No, we can't do that. You have to already be out of here by the time we take the gate. Currently, the Magnians in this region only view us as a minor nuisance. Taking this gate will likely get Magnus off its feet and on our tail. You must make your way to Regalia before that happens, my friend. Once we conquer the gate of the Magnian army, Once we conquer the gate, the Magnian army will crack down on the civilians. They'll get rid of any potential opposition. Once they see us as a threat, they'll take much stronger measures. If that happens, you will never make it through without being imprisoned. Alright. I'll take Ace, Eduardo, and some others with me to Regalia. We'll evade the Magnians and get people to join our cause. It'll be my own little mission. That sound okay, Sir Siegfried? Yes, I'm trusting you with this, and I know you can handle it. I believe a man of your speaking talent is ideal to put at the head of a recruitment operation. Alright then, I'll be off. Best of luck to you. Likewise, Anakin. Alright, that's where we're going to stop for the night. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you want to chat about Fire Emblem throughout the week, you'll find the Discord link in the description. If you want to see me eat hot sauces and die, I'm going to be doing that Saturday at noon CST. So come hang out. It's going to be a lot of fun. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out tonight, and I hope you have a good rest of your night.